Hello everybody, welcome to the morning commute. All aboard for some Monster Train Daily. SlowWolf here. Last time we barely made it through alive. This time, we'll have to see what happens. So it seems like we got Hellhorned Regular, Umbra... Exile, huh? Okay, Plink is a weird one. Great early game, terrible later on. Enemy units enter spell weakness 1. That does make Plink a lot better. Remove the champion from your start. That is twice in a row, game. Come on. Alright, so we're looking to try to see if we can't maximize our spell damage, because spell weakness 1 being on them is great, but it's the only spell weakness we get. And our Pyre getting extra HP is great, but not having a champion is going to make this a bit brutal. Yeah, it's going to be weird. Let's see what we can pull off. First things first, artifact choice is going to be really important. Units costing a lot less, I think, has more potential to be game-breaking. So we're going to give it a shot. Oh, and what's our Seraph? The Sap Seraph. Okay, cool. It's not a big deal. Our trick for today is going to be getting a Plink on the first floor. It's not what happened. Cool. Well, lose 2, gain 1. Pretty normal. Plink. Plink. Okay, that does give us a couple of bonuses. Namely, you get this, and this, and this. This will give you some armor while we're at it. You can have this. And you will kill whoever we put in front of you. Well, I'll just wait a turn. Okay, a brief repose, huh? Okay, so with him toasted, just with you here. And that ends the turn. Okay, I think that Plink was the right choice. 66, huh? Well, that's a shame. We weren't quite able to make that one work appropriately. That's okay. We don't have a champion. What were we expecting? The world on a platter? I think not. Given armor 20 does help. This will deal 2 damage twice, so it's 4 damage. That does 4 damage too. So it doesn't matter in what order we play this. At all. Shame. Okay. Yeah, we're taking damage on this first floor. Look, not having a champion made this a little bit more brutal than it ought to have been. But we still made it through with some points. It could have been a lot worse. We need a good creature. Welder Helper is excellent for us, as is Hornbreak. It's effectively 10 piercing damage, which bypasses a lot of different things. I like it a lot. Out of these, making a morsel can be handy. But it isn't immediately something that makes me want to... Like, it's 2 mana. And you get one thing that can kind of boost the creature, maybe? With some work, making a morsel could be handy. Let's pick it up. And then we get the creatures. Okay, the good news is that Demon Fiend is an excellent champion stand-in. 100% excellent champion stand-in. 50-50, that's perfect. What we want now, then, is to see if it's possible to... Morsel Maker. That's also pretty good, thanks. Mission Magic. Permafrost. Does not immediately help us. Magic Power does. Putting that on a Plink means that we can now do 22 damage to 2 different things already, which makes Plink actually quite strong. And making it more so cheaper, it's a good point. Now, Permafrost doesn't really do much for us, sadly, other than remove a card from our deck when we pick it up. It's not the best. So what I'm going to do instead is remove Train Steward. We don't need it. We don't even really want it, and we'll move along. It's a weird one to start off with, but I'm okay with it. Spikes 3 is not what I wanted to see for our second bonus, but fine, whatever, dog. You think I'm bothered by a little Spikes 3? Just put my whole heck in hand. Watch me care about that. Okay. I really wish you wouldn't do that. Plink here could probably very easily get the kill. Cool, it did. Toss him there. You know what? Toss you up here. Can't put anybody down there right now. That's fine. You know what? I don't need to cast any of this right now. You heard me. I don't have to cast anything. So why? Why would I bother? Okay, brief repose, huh? Warm, make him big, and then be sad is literally can't do anything else with it, and everything's dead. Okay, cool. Well, it's a great start, honestly. And we don't, and if everything's dead already, then I don't need to worry about any of this. So, sure, dude, do whatever. Demon Fiend, doing what Demon Fiend does best. Can't be upset with that. Now, with this, Molting Imp is great. If we can have the room to play it, it can wipe a floor. On its own. I like it. And considering how little space we have, having a Space Prism could be handy. The deck is starting to get thick already. But a Space Prism is more helpful than I think, than it would seem at first blush. If we go left side, we can actually upgrade our creatures. If we go right side, we might get an artifact. I'm going to go left side. Merchant of Steel. What we got? Endless. Dude, Endless Molting Imp, pretty good. Endless Fledgling Imp, really good. I'm liking that a lot. As far as making people more tanky, Morsel Maker being a little bit harder to kill would be good. Let's re-roll, see if we get lucky. We did not. Not the way I hoped, sadly. Damage Shield 3. Putting that on the Morsel Maker could be handy as well, but honestly, that's just a big sad out of me. We're going to go ahead and remove a Train Steward. And then we're going to see what's inside the Concealed Caverns. Get a Monster Rail Spike or a Spell Rail Spike. Interesting. Spell Rail Spike will allow us to get rid of one of our torches. Which we do want to do. So I'll do that. That seems fine. But let's go ahead and plan out our route. So at this point, we don't have any money. So we're going to need to go right side, pick up a Hellhorn unit. It's going to give us a doubled creature of some kind, or a doubled something of some kind. Do we have anything we want to double right now? Not right now, sadly. There's not much to double. So we might have to go left side on this next one. After that, if we can still save up our money, there's an artifact on the spell thing. Another removal. We can really thin down our deck over the next 2 runs. What I think we do is next time around, we're going to go through here, pick up all the free stuff we can, get some money, move down over this way, again, pick up some free stuff, like pick up the free artifact, go to the Merchant of Magic, see if there's anything very useful, and then we're going to go down on the, hopefully by then we'll have a good spell and we can double it. If we don't have a good spell by the time we get there, then we'll have to see what we can do. It's a weird situation right now. There's definitely some planning we could be doing, and if I were a smarter man with better planning capability, I'd be all over this type of thinking. But right now, I don't even know which way's up. Okay, so Demon Fiend. No problem. Molting Imp. No problem. Morsel Maker. No problem. And just because I can. Spell weakness. That was really fun. Was it necessary? Absolutely not. But was it fun? Yeah, 100%. Cool beans, man. You are the one that on Slay gets stuff, right? So we don't want to put a Train Steward out there willy-nilly. Okay, now this dude's dead, and that's fine. And at this point, you know what? I'm gonna make a morsel up here and get one big boy. Okay, down here we have to thin the herd. There's just too many very angry boys. Okay, and we managed to put that in the right order too, so I'm quite pleased about that. Okay. Can't believe this guy's gonna make it to the top. I'm upset. Oh, right, because then you're eating it. Weird. There's no way we can stop you. So we're going to come down here, try at least get some plinkage going on, which worked. I'm going to have one very large imp. It's a shame that we took that damage when we did, if I'm being completely honest. The good news is that we don't have any other problems. Our big angry demon man is good, but he needs upgrades. So let's see, we have some money now. It's nice and all, but still. Shroud Mitosis could be handy. It's not like the worst card on the planet. It's actually quite good in some situations, but we need to make sure that we can use it appropriately. Deranged Brute. Rage of friendly units adds an additional +3 per stack. It's really strong, but we have no way of increasing rage. And the Morsel Master can go on another floor, but we need somebody to actually sit there and eat the things that we're putting out. We can give it a shot. And we're going with 100%. This is a deck where we go with, for sure. We definitely want to have that extra unit space if we're going to do anything at all. So I could use the money boost to get up to a point where we're actually able to do stuff. So that's what I'm going to do. Are there any cool spells that... I mean, just hold over, to be fair. With Shrouded Mitosis, that actually does do some work, because we can create a lot of morsels. 20 magic power and consume. Look, I'm not going to say no to that. That's it's a lot of damage. And then... Man, I don't know. Making Shroud Mitosis free would be pretty sweet. So are we working off of an imp deck, off of a morsel deck right now? Kinda. And it's a little weird. Because a +6 attack, huh? Not great. Okay, think this one through. Okay. So you here and you here. This plink off to do the trick. Ah, balls. I've made a mistake. That's okay. Look, I should have planked up here. That would have saved the lives of several young people. Sadly, now we'll never have that chance to try that again. 36, huh? $30 damage, that's something. Down here, we put out the plink. It hits the wrong people. That's fine. Cool. Not much we can do to avoid that, sadly. Give me that Space Prism. Give me this Fledged Imp. Perfect. Yeah, take more damage, please. While you're at it, kill him. Cool, that works. If I smash him to the face, it's not going to be enough to kill him. I've made mistakes here. A lot of mistakes. Okay, we can only really shroud my toes down here, so I'm going to go ahead and do it that way. Okay, I gave him a lot of HP. It's not enough to, you know, really make things tick, but it'll do something in the long run. Okay, reach the limit. Okay, we got the kill there, that matters. And there's nothing we can do to stop you, so that sucks. Here, you stay at the top, do your thing. It doesn't matter, we got the kill. I'm not exactly sure how we got the kill, but Shroud Mitosis definitely did its work. Okay, I'm starting to see the power of that card on a much larger level. Impressive with what we've got going on currently is actually quite strong. We do have an endless imp we do have an endless imp that can keep coming out, and we can then sacrifice to deal 50 damage to the front enemy unit, which thanks to spell weakness is 100 damage the first time it comes out. It's really good. An Excavation Eruption is also handy if we can get it to work, but I currently don't see how. We don't have any energy. We could do an engine upgrade, but that's not a priority for me right now. It's just, at least I don't think it is, but... Okay, so we have 230 bucks. That's a good time for left side. Apply damage shield 2 to the first friendly unit summoned each turn. That's pretty sweet. And then double stack and some other stuff, huh? Double stack. Apply armor 20. It's actually it's pretty good. It's pretty good. 20 magic power and consume. We can put that on another plink. That's probably fine. Double stack, huh? You know, I hate re-rolling sometimes, but we're gonna do it. I do it every time, but, you know. It's one of those things where it's like, man, I really wish I didn't have to. Putting that on the impressive allows us to use it when we want to, which is good. And making it free means we can use it anytime we want to, which is really, really sweet. Making of a morsel being free means that we can cast it and do the symbiosis, one after the other, Shroud of Mitosis, sorry, without any issue. Every turn, regardless of whether or not we've been Ember Drained. I like the idea, but I'd rather have both of those be on holdovers so that I can cast one, split it, cast one, split it. So for impressive, I think that makes more sense. That way we always have it when we want it. And we're going to save the rest of our money, which isn't a whole ton of money, but it's enough that we should be able to get... Spikes 4. Dude. It should be enough that we can actually get something done for this next bit here. What's this next bit, you might be asking? Great question. I do not like this. No, I do not. I'd actually rather wait. Okay, let's see. 2, 4, 6, 8. So he dies, and then we kill one. You know what? That's probably okay. I cannot Shroud Mitosis. So... Okay, now at this point, Morsel Maker has to go down here. And then this is going to make him real scary. I think it makes more sense to put him up here, where he gets all the kills, no problem. Then Plink down here. Cool. And then call it a day. If I make a morsel down here, it will help him, but at what incredible cost. If I put a fletchling imp down here, I can then impressive it, and then everything on this floor dies. That'll save one of my boys, which is good. Cool. And then that should protect and make all my guys down there a little bit stronger. I think that works. We just need something to deal with the guy upstairs now. He's got 58 HP. We can currently deal him 42, and enough to then kill him. Sadly, that as much of a waste as that is, that's what we're doing. And we'll get some more energy next turn. A little bit more rage does not hurt. I think getting these two killed here helps us more in terms of our HP and our survivability than anything else. We need creature upgrades, though, as I'm coming to realize. Fledgling Imp here will get the kill, which I'm good with. Down here, please shroud my toes and keep him alive. That's all I ask. Decent amount of HP. Not enough to keep him alive. Not even close. Alright. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put this boy out here. We're going to Horn Break him, because it kills him instantaneously. We can torch him. Oh, that increases his damage by 5. It's worth keeping him alive, actually. And then Shroud Mitosis. You know what? Give me as many of those little guys as you can. 350 damage isn't the worst. And then we're done down here. That hurt. This floor's gonna suck. But we might be able to do something useful. If we do Shroud Mitosis. Hold on. Fledgling in first. Then Shroud Mitosis. We're only doing 78 damage. Okay, look. You probably need to die. It didn't do any big difference. Yikes. So he still has 200 and something HP, bud. I think we lost. Well, if we lost, it is what it is. Yeah, we straight up lost hardcore. He ripped and tore through our entire train. Look, I thought we were actually okay, but we could not get our run going. That really sucked. How did people at the top of this train do? Because like there were some people that did extremely well. So they had the branded warrior. When did you pick that up? Branded warrior, deranged brute, fledgling imp. Oh, the deranged brute would have been really good. We had a returning fledgling imp every time. How did they get so many of them to be so upgraded though? And still have $4,000 left. Man, that's really weird to me. That looks like a weird daily score. Here, let's pick one that's maybe a little bit more sensible. Okay, deranged brute made sense. Okay, fledgling imp, endless, that makes sense. The demon fiend is what we were looking for, and we just did not find it. We didn't find either of them. We were missing a large stone for sure. So yeah, we had a couple of things that popped up that we just didn't make work properly, which kind of sucked. I think we were on the right track and just didn't go quite the right direction to make it work, which sucks because I really felt like we could have. This is definitely a daily that I think is very winnable, but like, man, it's 2 in a row without a champion, and both of them kind of turned out really rough for me. I need to learn how to play with my cards that I'm dealt, rather than relying on my champion all the time. Thanks for watching, folks. Hope you folks enjoyed yourselves. Shit dailies twice in a row, but whatever, it happens. We'll be back again tomorrow, and hopefully back on the horse. See you guys then.